Stoic resilience, navigating modern digital distractions. What if the secret to inner peace in 2025 isn't a digital detox, but a philosophical upgrade? You're constantly bombarded by information, but are you truly in control of your mind? Discover how timeless, Stoic principles can transform your relationship with technology, allowing you to thrive in a hyper-connected world without losing yourself. I'm about to show you why Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who died nearly 2,000 years ago, has the exact solution for your smartphone addiction, social media anxiety, and information overload. And by the end of this video, you'll have a complete framework that turns your mind into an unshakable fortress of calm, regardless of what chaos is happening on your screen. Let me start with something you need to understand. The constant pull you feel toward your phone isn't a personal weakness. It's not a lack of willpower or discipline on your part. What you're experiencing is the siren song of your screen, and it's been carefully orchestrated to capture and hold your attention. Every ping, every notification, every endless scroll feature has been meticulously designed by teams of engineers and psychologists to hijack your brain's reward system. These aren't accidents or byproducts of technology. They're intentional features built to keep you coming back for more. The red notification badges trigger the same neural pathways as slot machines. The infinite scroll mimics the intermittent reinforcement that creates addiction. Your phone has essentially become a pocket-sized casino, and your attention is the currency being gambled with. But here's what makes this even more insidious. We're dealing with an evolutionary mismatch that puts us at a severe disadvantage. Your brain evolved over hundreds of thousands of years to pay attention to immediate physical threats and opportunities in your environment. A rustling bush could mean danger. A ripe fruit could mean survival. Your ancestors' brains were designed for a world of maybe 100 people and a handful of truly important decisions each day. Now, that same ancient brain is trying to process 174 newspapers worth of information daily. You're being exposed to the opinions, problems, and emergencies of millions of people across the globe, and your primitive alarm system can't tell the difference between a genuine threat and a controversial tweet. Your fight or flight response is constantly being triggered by things that pose no real danger to your actual life. This constant state of always on is doing something devastating to your mind. Your focus is being shredded into fragments. You start a task, get distracted by a notification, partially complete something else, then jump to another stimulation. Your brain never gets the deep, sustained attention required for creativity, problem-solving, or meaningful work. You're living in a perpetual state of shallow engagement with everything and deep connection with nothing. Even worse, this digital fragmentation is eroding your ability to form genuine human connections. You're physically present with people while mentally scattered across multiple digital platforms. You're having dinner while scrolling Twitter, conversations while checking emails, trying to relax while monitoring notifications. The very technology designed to connect us is isolating us from the people right in front of us. But here's where ancient wisdom becomes your modern superpower. The Stoics dealt with chaos, uncertainty, and overwhelming information in their own time, and they developed mental tools that are more relevant today than ever before. Think of Stoicism as the ultimate mental operating system for navigating any kind of chaos, including the digital chaos of modern life. The Stoics understood something profound. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond to what happens to you. This isn't just feel-good philosophy. This is practical mental warfare against the forces trying to control your mind. Let me introduce you to Epictetus, who gave us perhaps the most powerful mental tool ever created. He taught the fundamental distinction between what is within our control and what is not. Things within your control, your thoughts, your reactions, your choices, your effort, your values, how you use your time and attention. Things outside your control, other people's opinions, news events, social media algorithms, what content appears in your feed, how many likes or comments you get, what other people post or say. This isn't just ancient wisdom. This is your daily survival guide. You open Instagram and see someone's perfect life. Old response: spiral into comparison and inadequacy. Stoic response: recognize that their posts are outside your control, but your reaction is completely within your control. You can choose genuine happiness for them. You can choose to focus on your own journey. You can choose to close the app and work toward your own goals. Someone posts a nasty comment on your content. You can't control their behavior, but you can control whether you engage, whether you let it affect your mood, whether you use it as motivation to create better content, or simply as practice for emotional resilience. The news cycle presents another crisis. You can't control world events, but you can control how much time you spend consuming news. Whether you read the same story from 15 different sources, and whether you let events thousands of miles away destroy your inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, who was literally running an empire while dealing with plagues and wars, developed a practice that connects directly to modern digital wellness. Every morning, he would write in his journal, reflecting on his thoughts, examining his reactions, and setting his intentions for the day. This wasn't just personal reflection. This was mental training for staying centered amid chaos. You can apply this exact practice to your digital life. Before you touch your phone each morning, spend just 2 minutes setting your intention for the day. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? How can I use technology to serve my goals rather than distract from them? This simple practice creates a buffer between sleep and reactive digital consumption, putting you back in the driver's seat of your own mind. Now let's build your digital fortress using practical Stoic strategies that you can implement immediately. The Stoics believed in creating boundaries and systems that support your highest values, and this applies perfectly to your relationship with technology. Start with smart notification management. Most people allow every app to interrupt them whenever it wants. This is like leaving your front door open and letting strangers walk into your house all day. Instead, consciously choose what deserves your immediate attention. Turn off notifications for social media, news apps, and anything that isn't truly urgent. Your phone should serve you, not constantly demand your attention. Create designated focus times where you're completely unavailable digitally. The Stoics practiced what they called premeditation of evils, consciously anticipating and planning for potential problems. Apply this to digital distraction. Before starting important work, anticipate that you'll want to check your phone. that notifications will try to pull you away, that your mind will want to escape to easier stimulations. Plan for these moments by putting your phone in another room, using website blockers, or scheduling specific times for digital engagement. Here's where Stoic wisdom becomes particularly powerful. Embrace the concept of memento mori, remembering that your time is finite and precious. Every moment you spend in mindless digital consumption is a moment you can't spend on something that truly matters to you. When you're about to fall into an endless scroll session, pause and ask, is this how I want to spend irreplaceable minutes of my life? Or would I regret more on my deathbed, not seeing this content, or not pursuing my deeper goals and relationships? The Stoics also practice voluntary discomfort to build mental strength, and this applies beautifully to digital resilience. Intentionally unplug, even when it feels uncomfortable. Start small, maybe 1 hour without your phone, then gradually extend these periods. This isn't punishment, it's training. You're building your mental fortitude and proving to yourself that you can be content without constant digital stimulation. During these unplugged periods, practice what Seneca taught about focus and quality over quantity. Instead of trying to multitask and engage with multiple digital streams simultaneously, practice single tasking and deep work. Give your full attention to one thing at a time. You'll be amazed at how much more you accomplish and how much more satisfied you feel when you're fully present with your activities. To cultivate the inner stillness that makes you immune to digital chaos, start incorporating intentional breathing exercises throughout your day. When you feel the urge to check your phone compulsively, take 3 deep breaths instead. When you're triggered by something you see online, pause and breathe before reacting. Your breath is always available to you as an anchor, back to the present moment, back to your center. This brings us to one of the most profound Stoic concepts, apatheia. This is often misunderstood as apathy or not caring, but it actually means freedom from unhelpful passions and external disturbances. It's not about becoming emotionally numb. It's about developing emotional resilience and inner stability that isn't constantly shaken by external circumstances. In the digital realm, apatheia means your sense of well-being doesn't fluctuate based on likes, comments, news headlines, or inbox status. You can engage with technology and social media while maintaining your emotional equilibrium. You can care about things that matter without being consumed by every digital drama or controversy that crosses your screen. This requires fundamentally reframing your relationship with technology. Instead of being its servant, constantly responding to its demands, you become its master, using it intentionally for your well-being and goals. Your phone becomes a tool like a hammer or a screwdriver, useful for specific purposes, but not something that controls your life or determines your mood. The long-term benefits of developing this Stoic digital resilience are profound and life-changing. Your focus becomes laser-sharp because you're not constantly fragmenting your attention across multiple digital streams. Your relationships deepen because you're actually present with people, instead of being physically there but mentally elsewhere. Your creativity flourishes because your mind gets the space and silence it needs to make novel connections and generate original ideas. Most importantly, you develop what the Stoics called an inner citadel, a fortress of calm that remains stable regardless of external chaos. Your peace of mind becomes internal and permanent, not dependent on your phone battery level, your notification count, or the latest social media drama. This doesn't mean becoming disconnected from the world or avoiding technology altogether. It means engaging with the world from a place of strength, wisdom, and intentional choice rather than reactive anxiety. You stay informed without becoming overwhelmed. You maintain relationships without becoming addicted to digital validation. You use technology to enhance your life without letting it consume your life. Your challenge for this week is simple but powerful. Choose one Stoic principle we've discussed and practice it consistently. Maybe it's asking, "Is this in my control?" before reacting to social media. Maybe it's creating one device-free hour each day. Maybe it's setting a clear intention before opening any app. Maybe it's practicing 3 conscious breaths before checking your phone. Start small, but start today. Your philosophical upgrade is waiting, and it's more powerful than any app or digital tool you could download. The ancient Romans gave us the ultimate mental technology for thriving in any chaotic environment, including our hyper-connected modern world. Remember, you don't need to escape the digital age to find peace within it. You just need the right philosophy to navigate it wisely. Your mind is the one thing that truly belongs to you, and no algorithm, notification, or digital platform should be allowed to control it without your conscious permission. Which principle resonates most with you? How will you begin building your digital fortress? Your future self, calmer, more focused, and genuinely connected to what matters most, is counting on the choice you make right now. I share timeless wisdom like this every week. Follow for more Stoic insights you can start using today.